And we're not going to stand quiet and let it happen. And I stand with you today, and I'm proud to be here. And we are angry, and we will fight back, and we will use every method that is allowed to us to fight back.
We're gonna stop it. Gonna make them drop it. We need trade that's fair, not free.
We're out here to stand up for working families, the environment, and ensuring people have a fair opportunity to make a good living here in this country, and we're opposing the Trans-Pacific Partnership and Fast Track.
Don't mourn, organize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Strength in numbers and in size. Don't mourn, organize.
Thank you for coming out today and standing up for working people, for their American people, for jobs, for justice, for the clean environment. It's time that we let our voices be heard while there's still an opportunity to affect change on Fast Track and the TPP.
You know, we have a model of what happens with these TPP style deals. It's called NAFTA. You know, and it's a failure.
In Washington State, almost 75,000 jobs have been lost since NAFTA. When people find new jobs after they lose those jobs, 3 out of 5 of them earn less than they earned before.
This trade deal has been negotiated in complete secrecy, and Sierra Club has not been included in the discussion. However, big polluters such as Halliburton, GE, Chevron, the National Coal Council, and the Nuclear Energy Institute are part of these negotiations.
TPP is negotiated for corporate America, for multinational corporations, for investors, by investors.
I want a fair trade agreement. Trade is very important, especially for Tacoma. Our dock workers need that, but we need to know what's in it.
To our members, we are very dependent on trade. 85% of the airplanes we build leave the United States or exported out. The reality, though, is we've seen in these trade agreements such downward pressure on us as workers. We've seen thousands and millions of jobs leave the United States, and it makes it harder for the rest of us that have negotiated good wages and benefits to keep those.
Here's the thing. The secret agreements like TPP, they're going to kill jobs in America, and they're going to kill the climate. They're going to allow companies to challenge labor laws and environmental laws.
Even worse, the TPP will allow corporations to sue governments and trade tribunals over environmental and other public interest policies that corporations claim would reduce their profits.
This explicitly in the TPP is going to mean an increase in fracking, an inability to stop tar sands, exploding trains, coal, and also it's going to make it very hard to build a green economy with green jobs.
So senior citizens want to stand up for future generations, for fair trade. I think that's what we're about here today, fair trade.
You know, we're a democracy. We want to know what's going on with this thing and if it's fair for us and for the other countries also, for all workers.
There's a lot of scary stuff happening out here, and we got to do a message of getting it out there, but this TPP is NAFTA on steroids. It's not going to help anybody. And let's get our Congress people, our politicians, our people that we're associated with, get them on the right path to let them know that the TPP is the wrong path.
After all, you don't keep something a secret unless you have something to hide, and you sure as heck don't try to ram it through Congress with Fast Track unless you have something to hide either.
We have to get out. We have to be on the street. We have to be calling our representatives. We have to vote people out of office to vote for Fast Track. I don't care if they're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or whomever.
Right.
They got to go.
They have to have courage, and they have to do the right thing, and they have to represent the workers of Washington State, not just the corporations.
This is what we sent our representatives to Washington, D.C. for, and I'm calling on them to fulfill their obligation. They took an oath. I'm asking that they remember that oath.
At a time when Americans are looking for congressional leadership, we can't afford to tie the hands of Congress on the most important trade issues of the day.
Congress must live up to its responsibility to examine the deal in our interest and not let Fast Track tie their hands!
grannies, urging you off of your fannies. We're raising our voice, we want a new choice, no more greed.